Hola amigos, welcome to my home. Thank you so much for checking out my video. I truly appreciate all of the positive comments that I've been getting on my last few videos, and I even had a couple of diehard fans, so to speak, who left really nice comments saying that they couldn't wait to see my update. So I've been very busy, but I decided to take some time out to make this video to end the suspense and show you around. So we have been in Spain since June 19th, and we signed the lease for this apartment on, I believe it was July 28th, so just over a month after we arrived. And today it is October 4th. So it's been a couple of months since we've moved into this apartment, and you're about to see a huge change since the last video. If you didn't see my last video, I'm gonna link it above in the eye and down below in the description. And what I would suggest is that you pause this video and go watch that one first, because it's the empty apartment tour where I showed you around the first day that we got the keys. And it's such a dramatic difference between when it was empty and how it looks now. So just to make this whole thing a little bit more fun, I think it would be great for you to see that first. So we have definitely come a long way. I have been very busy buying furniture and decor and shopping and shopping and shopping, which I'm not complaining about because shopping is one of my hobbies. And it's been so fun to design a place from zero to fully furnished. In our old house, we lived there for 13 years. And when we moved in, we were not even married, just starting out in life, and we bought a couple of new pieces of furniture, but mostly it was a mishmash of used items, childhood items, hand-me-downs, things that we collected, just mishmash of all kinds of different things. And even though I did my very best and I think it looked pretty cute, it was never quite the same as being able to start from zero and then completely make it a cohesive design. It was really fun for me to start with nothing and build it from the ground up to make it what it is now. I love this amazing view. It really set the tone for the design in this place because it is such a light and bright apartment with all of the natural light that we get, and then the gorgeous view of the Mediterranean with the teal blue waters. It's just dreamy, and I wanted to be able to carry that through into the apartment because it just didn't seem right to me to do anything that would be dark and heavy. So originally I was kind of thinking a beach theme would be nice, but as I got shopping and seeing what was trendy here now and what was available on short notice, I decided to go with what has turned out to be a combination of boho and mid-century modern. So the only place that I'm seeing a lot of mid-century modern in this design is in some of the furniture pieces, as well as in this beautiful couch that we got from Ikea. And just the shape and the design of the cushions made me think that it looked a little bit mid-century. Typically that wouldn't have been a design style that I'm fully drawn to. It wasn't something that I imagined myself having, but this couch was just the perfect piece as far as size and color. And it was in stock, which was a very important aspect of it. So we took a chance, and I think it's absolutely perfect in here. It was turning out to be very monotone in this place, so I decided to throw in a couple of pops of color here and there, and that will be continued even further on the gallery wall that's behind me, which I'll show you more of later. That being said, we should jump right into the tour, and I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. So this is the view that you get when you walk through the front door of the apartment. As you can see, it's a very bright and cheery design. I used a lot of wood with caning, wicker, jute, and natural textures. I just found that that was super trendy right now here in Spain, and it suited this space really well with how much beige and brightness there was in this room. I added a wicker bench to the wall by the door, somewhere we can sit to put our shoes on, and a huge leaning mirror that we can use to look at ourselves when we are leaving. And it's also a great way to fill up the wall space. I did this gallery wall, which as you can tell still needs to have some art put in it, but I used all matching frames from Ikea, and I'm hoping to fill that up with some images that have a color theme that match this cute little rug that I put near the front door. And this was my way of trying to add some color to the room, but still keeping it pretty subtle and not too bright. And the shoe cabinet is here as extra storage for keys and things when you walk in the door. Here we have our dining room with a large table that has 6 chairs. And this is the view looking from the windows into the room towards the living room and the dining room area. The dining room could fit up to 8 people, which I love because I'm hoping to have lots of visitors. And what we can do is move that wicker bench over to one side of the table, and then that will give us seating for 8. I bought this table from Cave Home and I love it. It's very heavy duty, but I like that it's a bit of a pedestal style, but it still keeps a nice wooden texture. And these chairs were great because they kind of replicate a wicker style, but they're not actually made of wicker. They're plastic with a faux leather seat cushion, and they're super comfortable. I added this cabinet to bring some extra storage into the room and also to fill out this wall space, and I use it to keep my plant supplies. And then in the living room, I added this matching bookcase with glass front, and it's a great place that I'm going to display books and other things that I collect over the years, and I love that it fills out this wall a little bit. Here we have our beautiful Ikea couch. This is a 4-seater couch with a chaise lounge on one end, and then we got a matching armchair to go with it. Actually, I bought 2, and one of them is stored in the office. And then I have matching coffee table and end table from Ikea. I love that it's the light wood, and also that the table is a little bit taller, so if we want to eat at the couch, it's a great height. I got a rug that matches the rug from the front door, and it adds a lot of softness to the room and brings in some color and texture. The TV stand is from Ikea as well. It adds storage, and it's a perfect height for the viewing of TV from our couch right there. And I like that the rug makes the room feel like a separate room, even though it's in a beautiful open concept space, which is what I've always wanted, to have a nice big room like this, and yet it still feels very cozy. Here's the office. We kept it really simple in here because we wanted to have room for a yoga mat. There you'll see the chair that matches the one in the living room. We have a standing desk from Ikea with a matching chair and a set of Kallax shelves that we use for storage of camera gear and workout equipment. And you can see Canada flag there that my mom painted for us. And it's a perfect size to use for an office. We also ordered a futon that we're going to put in here that gives extra sleeping space for when we have guests in the future. Here we are in the master bedroom. I absolutely love pink, but I wanted to spare Trevor the experience of living in Barbie Dream House, so I decided to keep the pink just to this room and keep it more on the subtle side, but it's still cute and girly. And we have a pink Ikea upholstered bed that is a queen size, or 160 centimeters as it's known in Europe, with white linens and navy accents. I might switch out the blanket because I'm not sure I love the stripes and the polka dots. Here we have nightstands that are from Sklum, and I love that it ties in the wicker and the caning from the other room, and then these wall-mounted sconce lights that are a great way to save space on the nightstand, and it also adds some visual interest to the walls. I added some artwork with the same frames as I used in the living room. I love this light colored wood, and all the artwork is in tones of pink with some black accents and a little bit of teal and turquoise as well. I love the natural vibe and a little bit of that sea vibe, and I also feel like it would be so cool someday to own one of these Volkswagen vans, so maybe this is me manifesting, who knows? But I love how this room came together. It feels so cozy, and it's probably one of the most complete rooms in our house. I added a Malm dressing table from Ikea for my makeup. Unfortunately, the light on this side of the room isn't great, and there's no outlets for a light, so I added some battery-operated vanity lights. Here's the bathroom. We kept this also quite simple. This room is good on its own, but I added some very luxurious Supima cotton white fluffy towels and some suction organizers in the shower to store our things. And Just there's my bathrobe, and we added a garbage can as well. Kept it very simple in here. We also got this hamper from Zara Home, and I love it. It's the perfect size and it suits the room, and I like the texture that it brings in. That bath mat is also from Zara Home. Here is the main bathroom just off of the living room. Again, I kept it very simple with the same towels. I added some dried florals and a garbage can, and that's about it. Here we are walking down the hallway towards the guest bedroom and the kitchen. In this room, we added another queen size or 160 centimeter Ikea bed. I actually do not recommend this bed. It looks cute, but it was extremely difficult to put together. I will link all of the products in the description below so you know which bed to avoid. These really pretty nightstands are from Amazon, and I searched really hard for a long time to find them because I wanted something pretty with storage, but they had to be very small to fit the space. The lamps are from Ikea as well, and I like that they draw in a little bit of gold, and I like that this theme in the room is a little bit darker than the others. This bedding is from Ikea, and the white bedding underneath is all from Zara Home, and I really wanted to make this luxurious for our guests, so it has like a bit of a hotel vibe. I'll definitely be adding some art to the walls as well, just to make it a little bit cozier yet, but I'm so happy with how it looks so far. Here we have the ensuite bathroom for the guests, and this one again is pretty simple and neutral. I added some fluffy towels, and I ordered this little toilet paper holder from Amazon. It's a place to store extra rolls, and it also has a toilet brush built into it, so it's compact and handy. It's very convenient for our guests that they have their own shower and bathroom right there. And here we are in the kitchen. This is probably my second favorite room of the house. It is a huge kitchen and such a luxury for me because I love to cook. I didn't do a whole lot in this room decor-wise because it really didn't need it, but I wanted to bring in some natural tones because I found it so neutral with all of the gray and white. So I added these jute rugs, which are actually not very comfortable to stand on, but I feel like they're kind of wearing in as we use them. And I like the texture that it adds to the room, so I'm living through it, and I think they'll be fine once they're nice and broken in. We added the obvious appliances like a toaster, and I also got some nice wooden accents to display on the counter. Here I have what I use for a charcuterie board and a cookbook that I just bought online, and some other little accessories that are mostly from Zara Home. They have a beautiful collection of dark wood accessories that are really suiting the look in this kitchen. And we also added this kitchen cart from Ikea. I like the light wood, I like the warmth it brings to the room, and I hope to use it in the future for recording some cooking videos. It's nice to have an extra surface in the middle too, especially when we did our Thanksgiving dinner. I just served everything buffet style in the kitchen. And here's our beloved coffee bar. We have Trevor's Nespresso coffee maker, a Nespresso milk frother, and my beautiful variable temperature kettle. And you can see we have an amazing view here in the kitchen. It's just awesome. We can see north, and it shows us the mountains and a good view of the city. It's so nice to work in here and look out at the view. I haven't always had an incredibly green thumb, but I really wanted to have a lot of plants in this apartment because we have so much amazing light and because it adds so much life and beauty to a space. The plants are easy to get here and pretty inexpensive, so I have a good variety here. An Aglionema, a ZZ plant, and a Schefflera in the dining room, as well as a giant white bird of paradise that I forgot to get good footage of. I have a variety of prayer plants as well. They're so pretty. Calathea, Maranthia, and Stramanthe varieties. They're beautiful, but they're very fickle plants, so that's something to know if you're interested in any of these plants. I will list down below all the different kinds that I have. I love this one that's in the kitchen as well. It's another one of the prayer plants. This is another Calathea. It's really pretty, but it's suffering a little and the leaves are turning brown, and I don't know why. And this one too. They are very, very fickle. This is a golden pothos, and it is growing like a weed, but I love it so much. It's a perfect thing to hang off the beam. Here I have a ficus, a rubber tree, and my beautiful Monstera deliciosa. These leaves are massive. They're bigger than my head, and I love this plant so much. And it seems to really like the light here. In the bedroom, we have a couple more plants. I've got an aloe plant as well as a parlor palm. I also have this adorable little pilea in the kitchen. I love these little round leaves, they're so pretty. So I'll end off my tour by the lowered brightness to show off the view in relation to all the furniture. It's amazing. I am by no means done with the finishing touches, but it already feels so much like home. And I love the creativity of gathering little decor pieces to complete the look. Thank you so much for watching. And please hit like if you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. I will see you in my next video. Adios, amigos.